The moose, Alces, the largest living species of the Cervidae family, is a peaceful animal with a voracious appetite. The moose is one of nature's most fascinating animals, having been observed swimming and diving underwater for up to a minute in search of food to eat. Moose live in temperate and subarctic boreal and mixed deciduous forests of the northern hemisphere. They are mostly found in North America, particularly in Canada, Alaska, New England, and the Rocky Mountains upper reaches. They can also be found in ponds, lakes, rivers, swamps, bogs, and tundra. They were successfully introduced to the island of Newfoundland in 1904, becoming the dominant ungulates, or hoofed mammals. 10 moose were also imported to Fiordland, New Zealand, in 1910, but they were thought to have died out. Nonetheless, there have been documented sightings that were thought to be rumors until moose hair samples were discovered in 2002 by a New Zealand scientist. The moose's long legs contribute to its tall and thin appearance. The muzzle is long and fleshy, with a small triangle-shaped naked patch beneath the nostrils. A male moose has an unusual sac dangling from its neck called a bell. A moose moves in an unusual manner. Its normal stride is a shuffling trot, but when pushed, it can accelerate to speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Male moose, known as bulls, typically weigh between 540 and 720 kilograms. Females, or cows, can weigh up to 400 kilograms. They are typically 1.9 meters tall at the shoulder. Calves weigh about 15 kilograms at birth, but they grow quickly. Only males have antlers, which can be 160 centimeters across and weigh 20 kilograms. These antlers develop as cylindrical beams that project from both sides of the moose's head at right angles to the middle of the skull, then fork in different directions. The fork's lower section can be simple or partitioned into 2 or 3 tines with some flattening. The posterior division of the main fork in the North Siberian subspecies of the moose, Alces bedfortii, is split into 3 tines, with no recognized flattening. The antlers of the common moose, Alces, have branches that extend into a broad palpation, with one large tine at the bottom and several smaller snags on the free border. A Scandinavian breed of the common moose has simpler antlers. When compared to the typical Scandinavian subspecies, the palpation appears to be more prominent in the North American subspecies, Alces americanus. The Alaskan race, Alces gigas, is the largest, standing over 2 meters tall with a 1.8-meter antler span. After mating season, a male moose will shed its antlers to conserve energy for the coming winter. It will then regrow its antlers in the spring, which typically takes 3 to 5 months, making its antlers one of the fastest growing organs. The antlers have a layer of skin that sheds off once fully grown. A castrated male moose, whether by accident or chemical means, will quickly shed his antlers and immediately begin to grow a new set of permanent but deformed antlers that he will wear for the rest of his life without having to shed. The unusual-looking appendages, sometimes referred to as devil's antlers, are the source of several myths and legends among several Inuit tribes and other indigenous groups in North America. They eat willow and birch young shoots and leaves, tree bark, and water plants like Arnicus bursitis. During the winter, they eat mast, which are fallen forest tree nuts. Foraging moose have been spotted in wetlands and swamps. They are strong swimmers who will dive underwater in lakes and ponds to retrieve plants from the bottom. These ruminants can stay underwater for up to 60 seconds before needing to breathe. Each side of their lower jaw has 3 molars, 3 premolars, and 4 front teeth, just like other ruminants such as cattle, sheep, goats, and other members of the deer family. The moose has no front teeth in the upper jaw, only a plate of horns against which the food is mashed. During the winter, these mammals consume approximately 18 to 22 kilograms of twigs and shrubs per day, while during the summer, they consume 22 to 27 kilograms of various types of leaves, shrubs, and water plants. Mating season lasts from mid-September to mid-October. To attract potential mates, females call males by emitting a scent. They all gather, and males compete for a female's attention by displaying their antlers, sometimes start in push fights that rarely turn into serious physical encounters due to the brutal outcome of locking antlers. To attract females, bulls cover their bellies with urine-soaked mud. Female moose give birth in the spring or early summer after a gestation period of 8 to 9 months. A calf can walk within a day, and after a few weeks, the young can swim. After 6 months, calves are weaned and remain with their mother until she gives birth to her next young. Mothers have been reported to charge people and even cars in order to protect their children. Despite the bull's tendency to have multiple mates, he usually stays with his female partner for the majority of the mating season. The primary predators of moose are black bears, grizzly bears, wolves, cougars, and wolverines. Moose are easy targets for wolves during the winter because the snow is deep and ponds and lakes freeze over, making it easy for moose to slip and fall. When a moose is hit by a car, its large, heavy body attached to long, slender legs puts it in danger. Both the moose and the motorist are usually killed as a result of this. As a result of these incidents, Scandinavia created a vehicle test known as the moose test. The impact of a car's bumper will break the moose's legs. Its main body will slam into the windshield, often killing both the driver and the animal. Moose warning signs are placed on roads in areas where moose collisions are likely. The triangle-shaped warning signs are typically found in Sweden and Norway, and authorities have had to issue warnings and protocols stating that removing one of these moose signs is dangerous and illegal, as many German tourists reportedly take these signs as souvenirs.